Welcome to Beyond the Bounce with your hosts, Michai White,
And I'm Chris Rivers.
where we discuss everything from on-the-court brilliance to off-the-court strategy and potential impacts on the next level.
So come with us as we take a deeper dive into the dynamic world of basketball.
This is Beyond the Bounce, where the game goes beyond the court. Sponsored by KLH2O Alkaline Water.
And Crispy NYC. What is up?
Episode 5.
Episode 5.
We back.
We back. I got a question for you, but before I even ask it, I'm not going to ask you. I'm just going to look at you.
You still didn't get your gear?
No. No package is coming to my house.
Crispy. Chris, what's going on? We got to get my guys some gear.
Okay.
We got to get them fly.
I'm going to holler at Chris myself. I'm a big movie guy. I've seen a lot of movies you may have never heard of. But what's your favorite all-time movie and your favorite TV show?
All-time movie would be Charm City Kings. All-time TV show?
Mm-hmm.
Probably The Boondocks. Yeah.
I have seen neither.
You've never seen Charm City Kings?
Never.
Or The Boondocks? Seriously?
Never.
You gotta watch both. Like, you actually have to watch both. Like, after this podcast right now, after this episode, you gotta go watch both. Charm City Kings is it's not even a classic because came out like 3 years ago.
I was about to say classic. Yeah, okay.
It's like one of the best movies of all time. You never seen it? The Bikes and Meek Mill?
No.
You gotta watch it on HBO. It's on HBO Max.
Okay. Guess I've been doing too much reading. So now I gotta get myself some entertainment. All right. Thanks for that entertainment tip. Episode 5 is really about me. I've been thinking about this since last week when we were here. You've obviously been doing a whole lot of work on developing your brand on and off the court, which I respect. Episode 1, you announced you're going to St. Benedict's on your own podcast. That's definitely something that's not done every day.
Yeah.
You play for a very, very high-profile AAU team. Now you're going to a very successful and high-profile high school. Are you concerned? No, not concerned. Are you aware that there's going to be a lot of expectations that come along with that?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Every day.
You're a freshman, or you will be a freshman, as we like to call it, rising freshman, class of 28.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like that's forever from now. But how are you preparing yourself to just deal with just the stress and the expectations? I won't call it stress yet. Let's just call it expectations. Give me 2 or 3 things you're doing right now to prepare yourself for these expectations.
You know, it's a mix of both mental and physical. So physically, I'm making sure I'm in the gym every day, working on my game, and not just working on my game, working on my weak points of my game, like the stuff I need to work on. So everything is polished, everything is down pat to where I have no flaws. So making sure I'm in the gym, and I'm not just in the gym doing anything. I'm working on stuff that's meaningful and that translates to the game, and doing my hardest. Mentally, just keep my confidence high, keep my confidence high, making sure like nothing can take it down. Because once you got that high confidence, nobody can really stop you.
Good point. I know it's early. Have you started even thinking about what high school goals would look like? What type of performance measures would you need to have to consider a successful freshman campaign?
So, when I want to win a state championship, I want to win everything: sectionals, counties, states. I want to play at Rutgers next year on the big screen and stuff.
It's nice. I went this year.
Like I seen some of my friends. Shout out my boy Vivian. I see they made it.
I was there for that game. Shout out to me and Maya. I went and watched them play.
Maya too. They
were
made
cooking.
It. They were frying, but
they were cooking.
I want to make like the all county teams for like the players, all county, all state. And yeah, I just want to have a great freshman year. I want to score, hopefully over 400 some points. So
you want to come in and just have one of the best freshman years ever. That's what you're telling me.
I want to just dominate off the rip. That's the plan.
How are you prepared to handle your teammates who are older, juniors and seniors who've been there for a couple of years? Who
just come in and be a leader. Don't shy away from anything. I'm coming here for one goal and one goal only is to win. So I'm not gonna shy away just because they're a senior or they've been there a couple of years. Come, gotta take leadership from the jump, and hopefully everybody fall in line. They're gonna fall in line, and then we gonna win. That's it.
You consider yourself a winner right now?
Mm-hmm. Although we really didn't win made, still went what 8-2, 7-3.
I said a
Winning
winner,
record.
not winning all the time. No
Yeah.
one wins all the time.
I'll consider myself a winner.
Who do you look up to in the NBA now? Who you think gives you encouragement to what type of mindset you should have?
I would say LeBron, or I would say Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shay's quietly. I'm not that quiet, but to the outside of true hoop heads,
Mhm.
I was talking with some gentlemen yesterday. We were talking about his game, and he said some of the things he has is just not fair. The things he does out there.
Yeah.
He said he's giving you Hakeem the Dream moves with Allen Iverson crossovers. It's just like bam.
Makes everything.
So let's talk about this summer. We kind of jumped into the high school season. You're going to be healthy. You'll be back. Summer league. What do you think that first weeks of practice is going to be like?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't even know. Man, that's actually a good thing to think about. I wouldn't be surprised if it was super tough. A lot of competing and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if it was super tough. I haven't really thought of it, but now that I am thinking about it, that first week of practice it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun being that freshman coming in. So.
How do you think you're going to handle that first game when you play 13, 14 minutes, maybe go 2 for 7, 3 or 4 turnovers, and it's possible you might struggle one game. It happens to people.
No.
Who's the first person you're going to call?
I probably talk to my mom first. She's always kind of helped me with things like that, bad games and stuff. And after I probably think about it, I'll probably be pretty good the next morning. Or I just try and keep my confidence high. Like let's say if it doesn't happen the first game of the season, let's say it happens the 12th or the 13th or something like that. Something deep. And I've had 11 good games, 12 good games before. I'm gonna be like, guy, this is just a bad game. You've had 13 other amazing games before this. This happens to everybody. It was gonna happen sooner or later. So I don't think it take a toll on me like that. But I think I'll rise above it and be okay.
Yeah, I think we talked about it maybe in episode 2, just dealing with adversity. There's going to be adversity during the season. It might be dealing with a teammate. It might be a senior or junior that you have to go in and take his starting spot.
Yeah.
It might be the team going on a 2 or 3 game losing streak. And I think that you're just preparing for these type of things. And I'm not trying to be negative at all. I'm just trying to be real and open and genuine. That's just the athletic journey. And we all wish we could go and be like Don Staley in South Carolina and just be perfect. I mean, they're either going to win the national championship and be perfect, or they're going to lose one game and their season's going to be over.
Yeah.
But I think just making sure that you are stable and you are balanced. And we talked about previous episodes, some of your hobbies, and just having things that keep you well-rounded outside of basketball. What are you looking forward to studying? We haven't talked about that.
I'm big on journalism, so probably if they have a journalism class I'll probably look into that and try and take some of that. Because after basketball, I kind of want to do what like Shaq and Kenny and them do, like on TNT and stuff like that, report over games and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try and get into that my first year.
You think I might get a call to go with you?
I got you.
Okay,
I got you.
I mean, that's after how many years in the league you gonna play?
Planning to play like 15 plus.
I'm gonna be rooting for you, but in 15 plus, I don't plan on going to work every day. So, you know that. I'll come in the studio. I'll be the guy who comes in once a month. I'm gonna be chilling in 15 years.
By me.
So. A couple more things about this transition in the high school. How do you think it's gonna be? How difficult do you think it is to stay close to the friends you're close to right now? Different schools, different schedules, different counties. Some people at different cities.
We all have our own group chats and stuff. Like, I still talk to my 2027 classmates from my class. We have a big group chat. Me and my friends, Jacob, Ty, Red, AG. We all got a group chat, so we do stay intact. We still stay in contact with each other throughout the season, And I haven't really seen any of them outside of like a basketball game recently, but we still try and make some kind of way to get there. I know it's hard for them because it was in the middle of the season. I was in 8th grade, but we still make way by trying to see each other and staying in contact with each other.
Did you get a chance to watch very many high school games this year?
I watched a decent amount. I watched a lot actually.
And you can see yourself out there putting in work from day one.
They won right off the jump. So let me ask you now: how do you cope with expectations or deal with expectations?
How do I see how do I deal with expectations?
The weight of it. I mean, that's better. How do you deal with the weight of expectations?
How I deal with the weight of expectations? To be honest, Michai, where I'm at in my life, I don't think it's even weight anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just normal.
Mm-hmm.
I have responsibilities to take care of myself. I have responsibilities from taking care of myself to provide for my family. Then I have
Mm-hmm.
responsibilities after providing for my family that I feel I need to do things that make the world a better place, even if it's helping one person at a time.
Yeah.
So it's not weight. I think that that's who we're supposed to be, human.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of yourself, take care of home, and hopefully you're in a position after doing those two things where you can take care of others.
Mm-hmm.
But there are times where it becomes stressful, it becomes a lot. Bills are bills. I like working, but I don't want to work forever. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there's things I like to do. There's things I like to do for my kids. There's things I like to do for other people. I have a couple relatives I wish I could help more.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to think that I deal with it the best I can, but I wake up every day knowing that if I'm not focused and locked into what I need to do that day, then I'm doing a disservice to myself, which means I'm doing a disservice to my family,
Mm-hmm.
which means I'm doing a disservice to others that I want to help. So I kind of try to just think of me, family, and then others every day. And I'm not at my best every day, but I'm pretty transparent and realistic with myself. I can look in the mirror and know when I crushed it,
Mm-hmm.
or know when I'm subpar and I'm not up to their standards where I should be, which thankfully doesn't happen a lot, but it does. I take days off.
Mm-hmm.
I take moments off. I don't want to say days. That sounds really,
It's normal.
I take,
It's part
yeah.
of life.
But those of us who are trying to do things you're trying to do, things I'm trying to do, I'm trying to be great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to put myself into positions where I can have change, positive effect on a lot of different areas of life, and life is moving fast. I mean, you're starting. Can you think you're starting freshman year? You can remember fifth and sixth grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was yesterday.
I think it was yesterday. Yeah.
And you talked in a previous episode about being 8 and 9 and overlooked, and look at where you are now. So
Yeah.
I don't feel stressed about it, but I know that I have a responsibility to myself, my family, and others that I need to get up and get after, and I like it that way. I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad that people count on me. I'm glad that people have expectations of me. I'm glad that people want to challenge me to be better and make sure that the things I want to get out of life are obtainable, or
Mm-hmm.
at least I'm going to go out trying really, really hard.
Yeah. Well, now we got our beyond the bounce question of the day.
Beyond the bounce.
What's one defining moment in your life that has shaped you for today?
That's a good question because there's obviously lots of them. Can it be sports related?
It's beyond. It's beyond the bounce though. So
Okay,
essentially,
beyond the bounce. So something outside of sports that shaped my life. Um, Growing up in Oakland, California, collectively taught me so much about what to do,
mm-hmm.
what not to do, where to hang, where not to hang. And Oakland in the 70s and the 80s when I was there, before I moved out in the 90s, is not significantly different now, but
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't change a day of it. I wouldn't change those days when I rode the bus. And do you even know who Too Short is?
Yeah.
Too Short used to be on the bus selling tapes in the early 80s, being able to see that Oakland A's, the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
I had my car window shot out one day, and I had to drive home and tell my mom, yeah, no, you got to go to work, but the windows got shot out. And just things like that you can laugh at now, but when you were going through them, have you ever ridden the bus to go anywhere?
Yeah.
That's good. I rode the bus everywhere. Not that my mom and dad didn't take me, all that was good, but we rode the bus everywhere. If we wanted to go to the mall or wherever, we rode the bus. So growing up in Oakland, California, and all the different dynamics that Oakland brought in Berkeley and San Francisco and just the greater Bay Area has
Mm-hmm.
definitely shaped my character, and I'm Good question.
It's deep, man. It's deep. Well, that's episode 5.
Episode 5,
See you
episode
next
5.
week.
Appreciate it. We'll do it again. Run it back. Remember, what makes us different is we're coming from 2 different dynamic perspectives. You got young money Michai here, who's one of the top rising freshman point guards in the country. And then you got me. I've seen a little bit of everything in my 25 years in the business, and we're going to mix those 2 together to give you a new, fresh perspective every week.
Stay in the game for more in-depth discussions and insights into the future of the game of basketball.
Michai, tell all the fans where they can follow you at.
You can follow me at Money Michai on all social media platforms.
And feel free to check me out on Instagram at The Real C Rivers and on my website at Chris Rivers Rap. That's RAPP.com.
Big shout out to our sponsors, KLH2O Alkaline Water. Upgrade your hydration. You can get yours at www.klh2oalkaline.com. And you know I always got to keep my faith. Use code Michai on their website, www.crispy-nyc.com for 15% off your order.
Now, thank y'all for balling with us on Beyond the Bounce.